Hey Bobcats and Toros! I hope you are all having an awesome day so far. And it is also time for another Read Out Loud. I thought today, why not read a book about some Yetis? If you do not know what a Yeti is, it is like a snow monster that lives up in the super high mountains. So I wanted to read a book called Not Yet a Yeti. It is a really funny book and a really fun book. So I hope you guys like it. So let's get started. Not Yet a Yeti. Written by Lou Trelevan. Illustrated by Tony Neal. George's granddad was a Yeti. His mom and dad were Yetis. His sister was a Yeti. All of George's family were Yetis. All of them except George. When will I be a Yeti? George asked Granddad. When you can survive alone on a frozen mountain, waiting to lure stray hikers to their doom, Granddad growled. I don't want to lure stray hikers to their doom, said George. Granddad put his massive paw on George's shoulder. George nearly fell over. Then you are not yet a Yeti, Granddad said. Do you guys think George will ever be a Yeti? Let's keep reading and find out. When will I be a Yeti? George asked Dad. When you can chase people round the mountain until they scream with terror, Dad said. I don't want to chase people until they scream with terror, said George. Dad hugged him. George couldn't breathe. Then, you are not yet a Yeti, Dad said. When will I be a Yeti? You're one already, George said to his big sister. When you can leave a footprint in the snow that make people gasp with dread, big sister said. I've only got small feet, said George. Look. Then you are not yet a Yeti, big sister said, accidentally stopping on George's toes. I wonder why George isn't a Yeti. What do you guys think? Maybe if we keep reading, we will find out. It's not fair, George said to his mom when she came back from chasing some hikers. I'm not yet a Yeti. Do you want to be a Yeti? Mom asked. George looked inside his head for the Yeti he imagined he would be. It wasn't there. Do you guys think George wants to be a Yeti? It doesn't look like he wants to be one. No, said George. Mom put on some soup. She hadn't caught any hikers that day, so it was vegetables again. Well, what do you want to be? George looked back inside his head. Finally, he saw it. I want to be... what do you guys think George wants to be? Maybe a monster? Or maybe an elf that helps Santa Claus? Let's keep reading to find out. A unicorn! Mom stopped stirring. Are you sure? Yes, said George. I'm not a Yeti. I'm not even not yet a Yeti. I'm a unicorn. George wants to be a unicorn. That's really cool. Do you guys think he's going to like being a unicorn? Let's keep reading to find out. As George spoke, a sparkly horn appeared on his forehead. His arms and legs grew hooves, and a mane and tail swooshed onto the bits where manes and tails goes. Derek, Mom yelled, you better come in here. George has turned into a unicorn. Dad let out an earth-shaking roar. Roar! George took a deep breath. Dad, I don't want to frighten people. I want to help them. I'm not yet a Yeti. I never will be. Aw, he looks so cute as a unicorn. I'm happy that George decided to be a unicorn and not a yeti. Dad scratched his furry head. Well, he said, we do love chasing hikers, but if we keep eating them, they'll become extinct. So maybe we could chase them, and you could rescue them. Oh, they're gonna stop chasing the hikers so that George can help them. That's really cool. George's granddad was a Yeti. His sister was a Yeti. His mom and dad were Yetis. All of George's family were Yetis. All of them except George. The end. What did you guys think of the book? I really liked this book a lot. My favorite part was when George turned into a unicorn. He decided that he did not want to be a Yeti, but he wanted to be a unicorn to help other people. What was your favorite part? I hope you guys had an awesome day, Bobcats and Toros, and I also hope that you enjoyed our book for today. I'll see you next week for another Read Out Loud.